Hey folks, how you doing? Suzy Meadows here. Welcome. This is my normal Facebook Live, Monday, July 10th. And we are going to be making a flowery bouquet birthday card. But hey, as you join me, let me know you're joining me by leaving a comment. And we're going to get going pretty quick here, but I should probably tell you who I am. I think I did mention that I am Suzy Meadows, but I love to craft, paper craft, especially with Stampin' Up goodies. And I love to share some of the creations. So I am going to turn you down. I'm going to put you on my workspace pretty quick here. So hang on just a minute. I always need to review where my buttons are. I see where they are. So I hope you are having a good day. I have been. It has been, I'm going to move this just a little bit here. I see, okay, it's wanting to do something, so we're going to see if I can crank it up a little bit. That made no difference whatsoever, did it? In fact, it's even worse. Well, hang on, we've got a minute. While other folks are joining us, I want to thank all the folks who visited this weekend at the Christmas in July event at the Dulles Christmas Tree Farm. That was a lot of fun, and I appreciate those of you that stopped by, whether you stopped, you just browsed, or you chatted, or you shopped. Any of those ways I do appreciate. And I'm going to double check on my iPad that we are broadcasting in the same spot. Yes, it looks like it. Good. Okay, so I think we're going to go and get started. Yep, we're going to go. So, and I hear one of my cats, so if you hear them, don't worry about it. They just want to participate with us. How's that? So, okay, just so you know, July is bonus days. Every $50 you spend, you get a $5 email coupon that you can spend in August. So keep that in mind. And I am getting ready for the card class, which is Thursday. So I need to know tonight, tomorrow at the latest, if you're interested in joining with us. We're going to make 6 cards. At least 2 of them are Christmas. And these are some of the sweets we're using. Tonight, after this, I'm going to finish designing some of the cards. So, but that's at 3 o'clock or at 5:30. So just let me know if you're interested, so I can get your packet together. Well, we are going to, like I said, we're making a flowery card. And these are my goodies. There's not a lot of stamping. But we've got a card base, so we will go ahead and get that here. Gang, you know you're live. You're watching live. If up in that corner over there you see a rectangle. Otherwise, you're watching the replay or over on YouTube, which is lovely. I appreciate you watching. So, okay, I'm using a mishmash of stuff. Probably one thing, share the Milkshake. I am not using the stamp set, but I'm using one of the dies of the dies. So it's this one right here. It makes a waffle cone. It's a die. And we're going to use a white one. So we've got that. Get that out of the way. And the only stamping we're going to do, in fact, we will go ahead and do some stamping right now. At the very best occasions, we're going to do happy birthday. And here on the inside, we're going to use this. So let me get my inks over here. And I really don't need this. My stamping pad is when we start making some flowers. So we'll get that here. And happy birthday is going to go right down there. And then on the inside of the card, I normally don't show how I decorate the inside of my cards because many times I wait until I know for sure who I'm sending it to. But I have a person in mind for this one. Sending you smiles for every moment of your special day. Okay, that's all the inking. The ink we're going to use, all the stamps. So we will put this off to the side here. get some stuff out of the way here. Okay, we are going to use the Petal Park Builder Punch. We're going to bring this back over here. And the Inked Botanicals designer series paper is what we're going to use. It's a 6x6, and it's got some pretty designs. In fact, last week I think I used it for just a project. But we are going to punch out some flowers, and then I think I want another one, a middle size. So, because we're going to put flowers on the inside also. Now I want some leaves. So this is Lost Lagoon. And so let's get some leaves going. And I need one more. This is probably noisy for you, but there we go. So that's our Lost Lagoon. And then I'm going to use Calypso Coral. And I think I just need a small one with it. As you can see, I pulled this out of my scraps. So when you're punching, it's a nice way to use up your scraps. So, and then for Petal Pink, I want all three. So, there we go. And that is all the punching we're going to do. So get that out of the way. Get all these things together. Okay. You know, and when your fingers, if you can't pick something up, that's when you take your pick tool. Boom. So we're sorting these out here to see what I've got. Okay, now we are ready to start. This is going to be our art panel, what I call an art panel. And can you see how this die, you have texture? It's like waffles. And they have already scored this. And so we're just going to follow along the lines here. And there we go. And I think I'll crease it just a little bit. So there we go. My niece is a flower farmer, and she arranges flowers so cool. And lots of times they're in a vase, but sometimes she'll use some paper cones occasionally. And that's what I'm looking at this. So we're going to make a bouquet of this. Now, I actually want this to puff up a little bit. So, and I'm going to stick my Take Your Pick tool in here. And all I'm doing is stretching the fibers a little bit because I don't want this to lay straight. I'm giving this card away. So I don't care how well it fits in an envelope. Now I'm just going to use a little bit of glue here. And I'm just going to really tack it down is all I need. And since it's liquid, it takes just a moment to grab hold. Now I'm going to add some extra texture to this. And I'm going to use the 2325 in color jute. And I'm going to use, this is actually copper clay, calypso, and petal, but I like the colors. So we're going to use this and get some pieces here. And I'm going to wrap this a little bit, give it a different look. And I think the best way is if I use a little bit of tear and tape along the back. There we go. And just take that release off. Oops, got to seal it down. Normally this is on this end of my Take Your Pick tool, but I need the paper. Shoot, we used that in scoring. I just lost the name of it in my head. Ha! So if you remember what that's called, put it in comments. I can't remember what it's called. We use it for scoring. I'll think of it here in a little bit. Okay, but anyway, here we go. So I'm going to use this to do some wrapping. And I like the tear and tape because it really does a great job of holding things. So I'm just winding this around. Okay. So all I'm doing is giving it some different texture. And, you know, I think I want some more. So I should have used this long piece instead of starting with the short. And actually what I did, this has 3 pieces of jute, and I took it apart. So, because I'll show you here in a minute. There we go. And we're going to clip this so it's gone. There we go. So that's just giving us a different look. That's all I'm doing. It's a detail. But you see how thick this is? I'll pull it out here maybe. You see how thick that is? And so I have just started this and taken it apart. And so I've got 3 different, you got 3 different pieces when you do that. There we go. So that's all I did. Okay, so get that out of the way. Okay, now, some of the other things I'm going to do using this, the ball, yeah, whatever the name is, I can't remember. I am going to give these leaves, make it look like they have, they're not flat. So I'm just running it where the stem would be. Okay, just making it look a little different. Nothing major, but just playing with the fibers a little bit. And you can use the large or the small ball. And let's use a small one on this one. Let's see if it does. Looks like the small actually breaks the fibers down a little bit quicker. So, okay. So we have these ready to go. Now, this flower, all I'm going to do is this here. There's a demonstrator in, I think, England, Poodles. And she's the one that showed doing this. She just used that and presses down. And look what happens to that. Isn't that cool? It just gives it a little bit, some interest. And in fact, I need to do that on all of these. So let's do that. Here, let me use my left hand and maybe you can see better what I'm doing. And so we're just going down on each one of these. There we go. Okay, I got to do my right hand. There we go. So, there we go. And now for the pretties, I'm going to give it a little bit of interest. And I'm, now if you don't have all these supplies, gang, don't worry about it. You know, I've been crafting forever. So I've got everything. But I realize some people don't. So just use what you have, whatever flower punch you have. These are the iridescent pastel gems. I wanted to see how things looked. So I'm going to use a variety. On the large, I'm going to use this big bright dude and put that there. And I think I'll do that on that big dude too. And I'll put that there and one there. You know, I actually like those bright ones, but that's okay. We're going to, and we'll use the smaller one for there and for there. Oh, one of these I'm not going to, which one? I may have to take this off because one of them are going to go inside. Nope, for right now we're putting them all on. Okay, because I can just punch another one if I need to. Okay, now we are ready to make our flower cone. Okay, so let's get this back over here. I want it to be at an angle, so I'm going to go ahead and put a little liquid glue back here. I'm going to put some on the twine too. Just keep it all there. Okay, and I'm going to do it at an angle and press that down. Okay, and I think what I want to do is, can you see this, how high it is? My finger can just about fit in there. So I'm going to use some dimensionals and I'm going to bump things up. So I'm going to double this one. So I'm going to make this one because I want this to really stick up. And like I said, I am hand delivering this card. So it can be tall, thick, it can be all kinds of things. So, and in fact, I could go up a third one. I'm going to. I don't think I've ever used 3-dimensionals at one time. But there we go, we are. Okay. So we are going to put that one right there. There we go. And I want some leaves off to the side. So I think we'll go like that. Okay, and I think I want the big dude. We'll put it there. And we'll put one, where do my dimensionals go? Put one back here. Put that right there. Okay, now we could go like that. And I'm just gonna fit them in to see what I think. Like that. Like that. And maybe like that. Or this, maybe this guy, he needs to be down here to get started, I think. But I don't want to lose my leaf. So we'll pull them out. And this one is just going to go straight down. This is how I create. I put things, I dry fit them, and then I start putting things together. And this one, I'm going to bump him up. He needs to have a little bit of elevation, that pretty print. Over there. And let's see, I could go like that. Oh, I need some green. I think I will put some green here. There we go. And I think we'll put some right over there. Okay, so we can go like that. We can go like up. I think we need to go like here. And it does not need to be popped up. So man, I'm getting warm. I turned my fan off because it makes the video look funky. But that means I'm hot now. Okay, so there we go. So we've got that. And I wonder what that would look like. Going up one more. Nope, we're good. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to do some adhering. So we're going to glue this on here. Guess we're not ready for that. There we go. And glue this on. Just like that. There we go. Now, where did I put my happy birthday? Here we go. My happy birthday, I think I'm just going to trim it. And I see I did not stamp it straight. So that's where, that's okay. So I think I like that. And by going at an angle, you don't really see that things aren't totally straight. Sometimes that's why things are on angles. Okay, so we've got that. Now, on the inside, we have the pretty sentiment, but I'm going to also put a flower. Now, since we're going to close it, I don't want to use any dimensionals, but I've got this small flower that I can put right there. Cool, okay. So, what do you guys think? It's pretty straightforward. Yes, it took a few minutes to put together. Oops, let me get it back up here so you can see better. but the texture is here. Oh, I have a bow. I want a bow on here. And I got some more bling. I thought I was done, but I'm not. So I'm going to use a glue dot and just roll it. There we go. And I think I want that right there. And here. And then I want to fray the ends. So, get it frayed just a little bit. There we go. And then I have some of these brush butterflies that I thought would add. So, I'll stick them out here. And let's put one up here. And let's put one here. Okay, so how's that look, gang? So this is just very little stamping. The sentiment and the inside are the two areas where I actually stamped. So otherwise, it's pretty much just using punches for the flowers. So, so anyway, gang. So, hey, if you have any questions, holler. This is how you can get a hold of me, craftingwithsuzy.stampinup.net. And this is this month's host code. And like I mentioned, I've got the class coming up Thursday. If you're interested in that, let me know tonight or tomorrow. And also this month, I'm doing a second class. I'm doing the, on the 27th, the Welcome In class. That is this month's paper pumpkin. And if I have 8 paper pumpkins for folks that would like to do that, we're going to do the kit class. So you do one of each of these. So here's one of them, and another one, and this one. And then I'm also going to give you a 1/4 pack of this pretty Countryside Designer Series paper, and we're going to make 3 additional cards with that. So this whole class is $30 if you don't have the kit. But if you have the kit and you just want to come and join us and do these extras, then it's only $5. So you can find this event on my website, and you can RSVP. Like I said, I have 8 kits. I have, I think I have 5 kits left right now. So, but let me know if you are interested. I'd love for you to join us. So thanks so much, gang. I enjoy crafting with you, and holler if you have any questions. Take care. Bye-bye.